Welcome back. When it comes to critical infrastructure, the wastewater system is at the top of the list. In fact, the city spends approximately $1 million every year replacing and repairing the public sewer mains. But that's only half of the story. The part of the system that's on private property is equally important. Up next, City TV's Sierra Kalman explains how the city maintains its wastewater system and how property owners can do their part.
The City of Santa Barbara's wastewater collection system consists of over 250 miles of pipe, enough to stretch from here to Tijuana. To ensure all of that infrastructure functions properly, the wastewater division has a rigorous and regular maintenance program.
We inspect our pipes, we clean our pipes on a regular basis, and the goal is to make sure that the pipes are adequate and can transport our wastewater.
With that much pipe, some of which dates back to the early 1900s, spills are inevitable. However, recently, spills from city sewer pipes have been greatly reduced.
Our calendar year spill numbers have been going down dramatically since 2011, where we had over 30 spills. Now calendar year for 15 to this date, we're at 13 spills.
Part of the decrease in spills is attributed to the city's extensive pipe testing program. The wastewater division utilizes a few technologies to keep an eye and ear on the system.
For example, we have our CCTV, which is the closed circuit pipeline inspection, and that's a robotic camera, self-propelled robotic camera that we use to assess real-time pipe conditions. So that data is provided to our engineering staff. They'll make an assessment for whether there's structural or additional maintenance requests needed for that specific pipe segment. We also have another tool that's called a pole camera. So it's basically a camera on the end of a fiberglass flexible pole. We'll assign staff to go out and do, again, rapid assessment of the collection system.
Another new and innovative technology the wastewater division employs utilizes sound to assess pipes.
It's an acoustic sounding device that measures the free available airspace, the energy gap, on a pipe segment between two manholes. So the SLRAT is a unit that's composed of a sender and a receiver. Basically, you have a two-person crew that goes out into the collection system. You install the sender device at one manhole, the receiver at the next manhole, and you send a signal. And that signal, that acoustic signal, measures the airwave, the free available airspace between the flow and the pipe wall. And then within 3 to 5 minutes, it provides you a rating score from 0 to 10 based on the pipe condition and whether or not there's any type of blockage assessment.
One of its benefits is we can go in and we can quickly sound a pipe and determine if there is a potential for blockage and clean it at a fraction of the price of just cleaning all of these pipes. So it's a tool that we're able to use to better maintain our system.
Testing, inspecting, and cleaning the main sewer system has resulted in a decrease in spills over the past 5 years. However, during this time, there's been an increase in lateral line spills. A lateral line takes wastewater from your home to the city's sewer system.
We've had year-to-date 45 private sewer lateral overflows. That's the highest we've had in the last few years. That's an indication to us that private sewer laterals are not being maintained. The majority of these private sewer laterals have severe root intrusion, and this root intrusion is also found through our acoustic testing, through our pole camera inspection, and through our CCTV inspection. So when you have a private sewer lateral that's 4-inch diameter and it has root intrusion protruding into the public sewer system, it blocks a great percentage of that sewer pipe, which restricts the flow. Ultimately, that results in a sewer overflow that the city is responsible for. When we find a private sewer lateral that has root intrusion or it's found to be defective, we'll provide a letter to the property owner, in essence allowing them up to 30 days where they need to hire a plumber from our certified plumbers list to inspect the line. The plumber provides us a video. City staff will ascertain the video and determine the condition of the private sewer lateral for follow-up. It may need full lateral replacement, partial repairs, or just a thorough cleaning.
Another problem area for the wastewater collection system stems from private property owners directing downspouts and yard drains into the sewer system.
To a lot of communities, there's an understanding, or at least the impression, that there are combined systems, both storm and sewer systems. Well, for the city of Santa Barbara, they are two separate systems. The public wastewater system is only designed to handle sewage, and it is treated at the Alastera wastewater treatment plant. Storm drainage systems, again, are separate, and those are not designed to carry storm flow into the public sewer system. Is that surface water runs off and overwhelms the public sewer system during rain events. That overwhelms the treatment plant and adds additional burden and cost to having to treat that storm water. The storm water needs to discharge specifically onto the private property, onto the yard, or into the public storm drain system, and not into the public sewer system.
To find these illegal tie-ins to the sewer system, the wastewater division utilizes a simple technology, literally smoking them out.
That's where you force ventilate smoke into the public sewer system between two sewer manholes. The smoke should normally vent from the 4-inch roof stack drain vents from private properties. However, what we look for is illegal downspouts and yard drains and cracks whether on private property or on the public right-of-way. These are indications that these are sources of immediate inflow during rain events which overwhelm the public sewer system. If we find defects on private lines during our smoke tests, we'll also follow up through the sewer lateral inspection program with a letter to the property owner indicating that their sewer line is defective and they need to have it repaired.
The wastewater division has made great strides in spill reduction through the use of technology, regimented inspection, cleaning, and repair. In order to keep the number of spills declining, private property owners need to realize how important their side of the equation is and do the same.
For more information on the Sewer Lateral Inspection Program, contact Water Resources at 564-5413. When a storm strikes, our waterfront is one of the areas most affected. With the potential for more storm activity due to El Nino, the Waterfront Department is busy preparing. City TV's Sierra Kalman gives us an overview.
Harbor can be a crazy place during a big storm. We got a lot of things going on. We have parking lots to secure, facilities to protect. We could have large waves moving pilings and popping deck boards on the wharf. We could even be evacuating the wharf. We could have offshore rescues. So it's all hands on deck during a big storm.
Because large storms can cause such mayhem in the harbor, the Waterfront Department has a comprehensive plan in place to prevent damage, mitigate impacts, and ensure public safety.
We've ordered K-rail. They're going to have front loaders. We're getting sandbags together to protect the harbor commercial area, and we have a whole operational plan as to how to handle storm drain dumping into the harbor, bringing debris, and operationally all our patrol boats are, as they always are, up to snuff and ready to go. And we're ready on all fronts.
Due to its location, the waterfront is inherently susceptible to damage from large waves and high tides. When the two coincide, the situation is particularly hazardous. To protect the most vulnerable areas, sand berms are constructed.
We build a sand berm in front of these facilities every year. It's been very effective. It's a soft solution, so we don't have to build seawalls or some of these other structures that cost a lot of money and have their own adverse impacts. We can take it down so we can allow coastal access most of the year. The sand berms prevent large waves from running up into the harbor commercial area and flooding some of the businesses and flooding into the parking lots.
The location of the sand berm is just as important as its size.
The city commissioned a study several years ago to decide the best way to protect these assets and these facilities. And some of the options were building seawalls and rubble mounds like the breakwater. And they decided to go with a soft solution that they could put up on a regular basis. So we have two sand berms. One protects the harbor commercial area, And we also place a sand berm just east of Stearns Wharf. And what that does is it prevents Mission Creek from flowing underneath Stearns Wharf and undermining some of the piles and allowing storm debris to flow into the harbor.
And while there is a break wall, waves and high winds can make conditions inside the harbor treacherous as well.
I remember years ago crawling on my hands and knees on Marina 4 because there were so many waves rocking the dock. I couldn't even walk on it.
During these storms, boaters are advised to stay in the harbor and secure their vessels well.
Come down, check their boats out, look at their dock lines, look at if they're old or afraid falling apart. We just recommend maybe doubling up or getting new lines.
Mariners caught in storms are always offered a safe harbor in Santa Barbara. Because of the potential for damage and hazardous conditions, the Waterfront Department informs harbor residents, businesses, and visitors about an approaching storm in a couple of ways.
We have the necessity to reach out to folks, tenants, boaters, anchor outs, everybody we can get to let them know a big storm's coming and advise them as to appropriate actions. We have two methods of outreach. We have our own unique reverse 911 system at the waterfront. It includes all our tenants, all our slip permittees, our mooring permittees, and it also includes the El Estero wastewater plant staff. That's separate from the rest of the city's reverse 911 system. And we also have a web-based messaging system that's called Blackboard Connect. We usually use reverse 911 when an emergency situation is imminent. When it's coming, we know it's going to be very dangerous and people need to be alerted as soon as possible. Blackboard Connect, like I said, typically it's used as a generalized messaging system, but in an emergency situation where we need to keep people consistently informed, we wouldn't repeatedly use 911, we'd use 911 in combination with Blackboard Connect.
Through its preparation, sand berm construction, and weather alert system, the harbor stands ready for the next storm season.
Right now, on a beautiful sunny day, we're in the preparation mode. The response mode will come when the El Nino really does slam us, and of course, in between storms and after it's all come and gone, we'll be in the recovery mode to make sure we end up with a beautiful harbor like we have it today.
For more information on waterfront storm preparation, call 564-5531. Stay tuned, we'll be right back with more Inside Santa Barbara.